So welcome to English Learning. Today we'll do the question answer of this poem, Why? Yesterday we had completed that poem, Why, and today we'll do the question answer of that. So at the first I will come to that, fill in the blanks of this quest bus. Let's understand the poem. What does the curious little boy want to know about these? Complete the statements. So you have to fill up from the poem. Here it is done. Why would float and laden marble sink? So you can find in the poem's line easily. Next, what makes the clouds? Why flowers die? Why sun sinks behind the hills? You can complete the line behind the hills. Just write that full sentence. Next, why rain falls from the sky? So complete the sentence. Here it is incomplete. Something is done and something is to be done by you. So here it is should be written, why rain falls from the sky. So write it down, rewrite it in your own manner and find it from the poem. Next, pick out and write 3 of the man-made phenomena that the boy is curious about. Now, man-made phenomena and naturally done. You know that the difference between the natural thing and the artificial thing. Now, if you can understand what is the artificial and what is the natural thing, so you can tell what are the reasons or what are the facts that is made by human only. So, wood should float, it's done by the nature. Marble laid sink, it's done by the nature. So, you have to found it. Let's found what is made by human. Just like the bellows nose, so harmonium, it's a musical instrument, so that is made by human. It is not naturally made. So we can say that it's a man-made thing, and the curious boy is also curious about the reason why the bellows nose blows only the wind. Next, pop guns, that is also not made by the nature. It is made as artificially by humans. Okay. So these 2 are a man-made thing. If you find anything else, so consult me in the live class. Okay. So I have done only 2 of them. If you find anything else, so obviously consult with me. Next, look at the last stanza of the poem. What kind of questions have not been answered yet? What kind of question? Just like that, something we can tell only the reason, but we don't know what's the actual intention of the nature of doing this. We don't know. Just like that, wood should float, but we don't know why it is floating only. We know the reason only, that its surface is oval type. So when it goes into the water, so the surface, the surrounding, it takes some of the spaces, and it also can float on the water. It becomes lighter than the water, that's why. But why it is done, that we don't know, and how it is done. Okay. And then you can tell also, just like that, yes, the fish have gills. So who has created, we don't know, but fish have gills and we have lungs. Only we can compare it. We can show that yes, we have the lungs, and the fish have the gills, so they can only take the oxygen from the water, and we don't have. So what do we have? That if we feed any gills in our body, can we do that the same just like the fish? No. So it's naturally made. So we can tell only the mechanism of the gills and the lungs, but we don't know how it's working. How it is working, we don't know. Okay. And we also cannot be sure that if we feed the gills or the fishes are set with the lungs, how it will perform. No, we never did, or we never succeed at all. So we never know that how it's working. So these type of answers cannot be answered. Next, so these type of things are application based. So if you find anything that you are doing in your home and you are finding something interesting, so do that and share your experience with me. Imagine you are the elder brother or sister of this curious little boy. You try your best to answer these questions, but there are some that you cannot answer without looking at the science encyclopedia or the net. Make the list such questions. So it's only up to you. Do that list of the questions and consult with me. Next, number C. What's the rhyme scheme of the poem? Yes, that's the question. What's the rhyme scheme of the poem in the second and the third stanza? So, so let's see what's that rhyme scheme. You know that how to find out the rhyme scheme. So this is the second stanza. He wants to know why wood should float, why laden marble sing, why stars should shine and winds should blow, and why we eat and drink. So if we find out the rhyme scheme of this stanza, this is the second stanza. So float, blow, sing and drink. So first line float, blow, it's going in a same way. Don't remember that the T and W, no, it's not like that, it's a throwing, okay? So how it's touching? So float and blow, so this is the same way, so we can mark it just like A. And sing, that is different, so you can touch it like B. So A, B, A, B, the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. Look at the third stanza also. Clouds, sky, hills, die. So here S and S is very similar, and sky, Y and E is very similar by the pronunciation. So clouds, hills, it's the same. So again we can say A, B, A, B. Clouds, hills, sky and die. So look at the next part of that question. That is asking, how does it change in the latter stanzas? Okay, let me see that after the second and the third stanza, it should come to the fourth stanza and see. He wants to know why wind should come from out the billow's nose, why pop guns should go pop, and why the ocean saves and flow. Calm knows why flows. So calm and why it's not matching. So we have to mark it in a two different letter. Just like A and nose is B, then why should C and flows is rhyming with nose, so it's again B. So A, B, C, B. So it's changing in the latter stanzas. So find out. I have done only one for you, the fourth stanza, and latter stanza should be done by you. So I'll check it out in the live class. Next, the poet has used alliteration freely. Yes, I have told you in the previous video also alliteration. Give two examples of the alliteration from the poem. I have told also in the live classes that the alliteration why this, why that, why then, why now, why not, why, by and by. So why, the wa sound is, that is a consonant sound, and that is repeatedly is sounding one second, and so that it's an alliteration. Next we can found that come to the second stanza, why stars should shine and winds should blow. So here too many saw sound is there. Why stars should shine, winds should, so many saw sound is there. Okay, so you find so many examples you can find in the poem, because poet has used it freely. So find out that and tell me in the live class. Okay, so consonant sound or vowel sound is repeating. Look at that and make a list. Next, how old do you think that a curious little child is? So it's not to be judged. This question, this type of question cannot be judged. I also cannot. So it's only up to you. Make your own list, whys and hows. Yes, do that and have at least 5 items. Okay, so yes, so if you are interested enough, so go for the science encyclopedia and find out the actual reason and what are the part we cannot answer yet after knowing the reason of this matter, of this fact. Still, I want to say that the poem is very interesting and it's science based, so it surprises sometimes, and surprises give us the logic, and after knowing the logic we feel better that we can have some more knowledge. This is there some of the examples, but we can know so many of it. So take care, bye bye, and revise those question answer and read the poem once again.